What's up, dweebs, and welcome to the third episode of Mr. Satan's Dweebcast. I'm your host, Mr. Satan, and this week on, I have my friend Holly. We've been friends since high school, and now she's a full-fledged, full-time anime mom to two, and we explore her start with anime, and then how she got her kids into anime and what animes they like. They go to conventions and cosplay together now as a family. It's a very fun and different type of episode. This is a whole genre of anime I didn't even know about, so I really get schooled in this one. Also, keep in mind I'm doing a giveaway on my Instagram with the other YouTube channel, Notorious Nerds. You find all the details out on there. We're giving away 2 gift cards this month on the 15th and the 30th for $20 just for some follows, guys. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and let's start this episode. What's up, dweebs? I'm here with my friend Holly. You can find her at Moonlight Crystal on all social media platforms. What's up, Holly?
Hi.
I've known Holly since high school. We've known each other a really long time, and we weren't as close in high school because I wasn't into anime in high school.
No, you
what
weren't.
I mean? I wasn't. It was completely. It wasn't even on my radar. I was like, I'm already considered a geek for all these other things. I really like to single it down.
I did not care at all.
No, dude. You were always doing you. That's awesome. So, where did you start with anime? Like, when did you actually start with watching anime? Because I know you've been like a lifelong.
Oh my goodness. I remember very specifically like being sat down in my grandmother's living room with my 2 cousins, Sammy and Sierra, being like, watch this. And it was just Pokemon.
Who told you to watch it?
My dad and my Uncle Shane.
Were they like anime nerds or?
So my dad and my uncle were both into like D&D and like Magic the Gathering type of stuff. And my dad had actually seen Akira, and he showed me Akira like on VHS.
Oh, wow, dude. Some OG tales right there. Okay. That's awesome. So your dad like and your uncle wanted to like show you guys. They were like, because that's something that I've always I know you, and you already are a mother of 2, right? So like that's like something I look forward to so much. Like my main thing in life is I want to be a dad, and like now that anime is such a big part of my life, I feel like I can convey all these different life lessons and like how I feel and like morals and shit through just like bonding with them through a cartoon that's brightly colored that they'll just hopefully subliminally take in, like.
Oh my goodness. I sat with Ayala and especially Ren and watched so much anime with them when they were younger. Like Glitter Force, I had no idea what that was until I had a daughter, but I've watched pretty much all of it now. Yokai Watch, I officially have a t-shirt for that. Like, it's
so anime mom is its own subcategory of anime, I feel like of anime fan. Because my mom likes going to these like kids concerts and shit like that, like, and she there's like this like whole group of moms that go, like the whole like different demographic of moms that all go to like kids concerts and like kids music and shit.
Yeah,
I feel like there's a similar thing for anime moms. You guys all are like, yeah, we all watch these ones, and these ones are safe for the kids, right?
Well, it's safe and it's cute, and they all have really good storylines. So they're all about, doing better and being your best, and they're never
helping your friends.
Like help your friends and be a better person. So it's really something that you can sit them down and watch, and you're not worried about, is this gonna be really weird or not? Because there's some weird American cartoons now where I don't even like to watch. I'm like, what am I watching?
Well, what about? I mean, you have to be careful with all the different, there's some obviously very mature animes,
Oh yeah,
as well. So you have to be, you can't just let them have access to Crunchyroll, right?
Ones that I add to that are like child friendly. That definitely.
Where did you start them off at? I always I'm like, oh, where do you even start a little kid off?
I started Ayala actually. She saw Pokemon first. Of
That's
course.
that's a good one just to break anyone in, man. Everybody,
Of
yeah.
course. And then Pokemon, we did Digimon. She wasn't a huge fan of that. And then Princess
See, I was worried about that. I
Jellyfish.
was worried. Oh, sorry, Princess Jellyfish.
She was obsessed with Princess Jellyfish when
What?
she was like 18 months old. I have
What?
no reason why. It was on
What?
Netflix. I was watching it and she just would keep staring at it and like bounce while she was watching and like move her hands and just be so into it. It was
Do
just
you think
like
it was like the colors and noises, probably, or?
possibly it's such a cute, like floaty, fun anime. Like
Gotcha.
everyone's like cutesy and there's all these beautiful jellyfish. So
So she didn't like Digimon though. So see, I'm worried about that one not holding up.
no.
See, and that one's so kiddish. I thought because I tried rewatching it a couple years ago, and it's just because I saw like the main series actually just ended like a year or two ago, and that's when I was like, oh, I'm gonna go back. Maybe I can be a
Go
Digimon
rewatch
fan.
everything.
It's cool, but it's very like I talked to Brandon Squires about this on my last episode. It's very like the graphics and everything for it are really intense, and then it can be like really cool looking, but it's all like little kids with little kid motives. You know, it's not very actually that intense. It's not that
I
scary.
love
People aren't.
Digimon growing up. It was so
Oh
cute.
yeah.
I still want to dress up as not Anjawamon. Ah, she was like the purple one and had it was I can't remember. It was later on, but she was
Oh.
so pretty and I was like I wanted to be her so bad. And I was like, "Oh, I love her." And I never did it.
That's that's a good category. Where have you ever cosplayed as anybody before for a
May
convention? Okay, see, I figured you had, but I never even like I said,
I
this
went
is
to
like a
my
whole new
first
thing
anime
for us to talk about.
convention with Becca back in 8th or 9th grade, and I made my costume, and I was Chi
What
from
was it?
Chobits. It was
Yeah.
horrible. And everyone
Oh
was
God.
so nice to me, and they're like, "You look so cute." And looking back at the pictures, I'm like, "You." It was horrible.
Okay. All right. So run me through who have you done? So Chief for Chovis, and then have you gone like every year to do you hit up an
So
anime
throughout high
convention?
school, I went every year. I went 5 years in a row. And then I stopped whenever I had to start working more. I was in college, had the kids, but I brought the kids with me to the conventions, which has been fun.
Right, because they're anime fans. I mean, there has to be things for them there and everything too, right? I'm
They
sure.
love it. Ayala gets to dress up as Chibi Moon, which she loves.
So the kids cosplay too. See, I figured, okay,
Yep, Ren
cool.
dresses
So
up
who of
as
your kids?
Artemis.
Yeah. Nice. So, uh, what are their favorite animes currently?
So Ayala's is probably Glitter Force.
Still Glitter Force? Okay. All
She
right.
loves Glitter Force. Ren has kind of moved more on to like he's really into like the really kiddish TV shows, but he's a really big
Mhm.
fan of Pokemon. He has to watch Pokemon a lot.
Got you. So yeah, you can't steer them in any way. You can only just suggest. It sucks. I
Yeah,
already know. I know. I can't
we do
force
movie
them to.
night. I'm like, let's watch Pokemon.
Oh yeah, and I mean, and you could put on any of the like 42 movies, and those are just so like concise stories. Like I love the Pokemon movies. I haven't kept up with the anime in forever, but the Pokemon movies, anytime a new one drops, I'll watch it.
I love the Pokemon movies. I think
And
honestly my favorite is with Lugia.
oh yeah, Pokemon 2000. Yeah,
That'll
I
just
love
always have
Slow.
a place in my heart.
I loved my favorite. I fell in love with Slowking in that movie, man. He just talks like this, and he has his hands behind his back the whole time. I really fucked with Slow. I don't know why. I really that movie was just cool. But the new ones are pretty cool. And one year, like right after high school ended, I randomly was hit put on Facebook who wanted to go with me to see this Pokemon black and white movie in theaters. and Hankabe hit me up, and Hankabe and I randomly went, like, drove like an hour out
Yes.
to O'Fallon and went and saw a Pokemon movie at like 10 a.m. in the morning on a Saturday.
I love Hannah. She was in the
It
anime
was
club
great.
for a while. It was great. And Brian was our vice president for a while. So
Oh yeah, just it's so weird. It's like all these people that were all like, in that morning, in people that didn't go to school, those ain't gonna know. But like in the morning, like we had that huge group of people. It was emo kids and anime kids, and
yep.
a lot of them were both. And I was just so scared because I was already looked down on for being an emo kid and shit. I didn't want to like also branch over there. Little did I know I would have had way more fun over there
We
and
would
had
have
deeper
welcomed you with
connections.
open arms.
Deeper connections, man. You know what it was? It's like I started smoking weed, and people were like, "Yo, this Dragon Ball shit hype when you're high." And I was like, mm-hmm,
Yeah.
mm-hmm. And then you
I
surpass
did it
it.
down before this started. I was like, hang on, how much time I got?
Hey, me too, bro. Me too. Yes. Yeah. So, which one's your favorite anime to watch stoned, and which one can you not watch stoned? Because I have this personally.
So Dead Man Wonderland, I cannot watch stoned.
I've heard that one's
There's just
pretty
too
pretty
much gore and
intense.
stuff, and I'm like, fuck, 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 fuck. Cannot do it.
Uh-huh.
The best to watch stoned? What? Probably just like any of the cute slice of life stuff is just fun to watch.
I'm such a new anime fan. I haven't found a slice of life that branches me in yet.
I'm gonna
But
pull up
I
my
really
Crunchyroll list.
What was that?
I'm gonna pull up my Crunchyroll list.
Oh yeah, dude. No, there's that. And have you ever seen, some people have sent me their anime watch history? Like there's a website where you can like log it all. Is
Yes.
that? Yeah. Okay.
So,
Yeah.
what are some good ones to watch? So recently, I've been watching Are You Lost? And I watch that after work, and I get really stoned after work. And it's just like these 4 high school girls who get like abandoned on an island. And
Okay.
one girl's dad has like raised her to do this and to learn survival. And then the other 3 girls are just like, what the fuck? Like, okay, I guess we're following her. It's great. It's so great. And when you're stoned, you're just like, they just killed a
That's
rabbit.
great. That's awesome. Yeah, there's some though, like that I can't follow if I'm too stoned. Or honestly, if it's subbed, I can't be too stoned or it'd be too late, or I'm just gonna start falling asleep, man.
I do that. I do pass out
Uh,
watching stuff.
I used to fall asleep reading, man. So of course, if I read a bunch of shit, I'm gonna fall asleep.
It's just kind of soothing because especially if it's not a voice, like if you don't understand the language, it's more like white noise as opposed to
Uh-huh.
like your brain's actually like comprehending what's going on. So it's a lot easier for you to just kind of, and then you're out.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. I feel you. So you started with Pokemon. That's what your uncle and your dad showed you, and
Mm-hmm.
all 3 of you. That's really cool. They like sat you guys all down and shit. Like, want that for my future. Like that's
It's
great.
like a really, really vivid memory too. Like just here,
Ah,
sit, watch this. Like we were in my grandma's living room. Like I remember exactly how the living room was set up. Like just so vivid.
that's so cool. So where did you move on from Pokemon? And did you like immediately take off and start watching anime from there, or did you like wait a few years and then you saw some shit on Cartoon
No, it was
Network?
pretty consistent because we had I don't know what channel it was. It was like a channel. It was a kids channel, and they pretty much exclusively played like anime. There's like Sailor Moon and Hamtaro and Cardcaptor Sakura and like all of this stuff, and I would
Saint
always watch it.
Seiya.
And
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember what it was. It might have. It wasn't for kids. For kids
Right.
is later on,
Right.
but
And
for
for
kids TV had a lot of anime.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But I didn't realize until like a few months ago that they like had altered versions of certain anime for kids. Like I'm not a One Piece fan. I would love to eventually tackle that mountain, but I'm not
I
there.
can't do it. I already know I will never do it. There's too much.
You say that, and then
I
when
missed
you're
the boat. It started, and I was in it at first, and then I was like,
dude,
I can't.
you know what? I might have to wait and have a kid and like let a kid get into it. Then I have to watch it and keep up on it. Ren wants Ren. You don't know this. You're gonna want to watch One Piece. Okay.
He loves fighting stuff. So
Right.
it's
Hey. Pirates. It's pirates, buddy. It's pirates. Yeah. Right. And then he can fill you in. That's so funny. So no, but One Piece I saw like a 4 kids version, like instead of like having daggers like being or something thrown at somebody, it was like fruit or something. It was something like so completely different. It was like a side by side comparison. I was like,
oh my god, I believe that.
yeah. Or you ever watched the sub for the Japanese subs, like what versus like what the English sub is, like while you're watching an English dub?
Yes.
And you're like,
so different.
Sometimes, most of the time, it's always better if they would have said more along the lines of what the Japanese intended. But sometimes you're like, I don't know. I always, because my friends always harp on me. They're like, you don't watch the real one. It was way more intense than the real one. But anytime the dub was better, I'm like, bitch, that shit didn't even make sense in Japanese.
I'm trying to remember which one I watched. I want to say it was like an episode of Angel Beats. And I had like it on, and it was just like completely different from what was being said. And I was just like, okay.
Bleach did that a lot. Did you watch Bleach?
Yes.
Bleach actually strayed from the story a lot. It was awkward. Yeah. Who is your favorite captain in Bleach?
See, Becca was way more into Bleach. That was like her show.
All right.
I really
Which one was your main one? Or sorry, go ahead.
I'm not really sure. I liked it. I watched it. I was a big fan of Orihime. I was a big fan of Rukia. It was never like my thing. Becca, if you would talk to her about Bleach, she could probably tell you the whole plot line.
Oh, okay. Dope. All right. That's noted. All right. So which one was your so you've cosplayed like at every anime convention, right?
Everyone that I've gone to, yeah.
Okay, so who else have you done?
I did Lust for like 3 years in a row.
Sorry, I'm so new to anime. Who's Lust?
Lust from Full Metal Alchemist.
Okay, everyone's gonna hate me for not knowing that one. That's like one of the main animes that everyone has seen that I still haven't yet, and especially since October 3rd just fucking happened, I'm really feeling the like hate for not watching that one yet.
So Full Metal Alchemist is one of the first shows, like animes, that I legitimately watched and bawled over, like bawled. Okay. I went to bed bawling. Okay. Like in high school, I think it was like junior year, like. Something happened to Ed, and I was like, did he die? Is he dead? Is that how it ended? Like, I bawled. My parents woke up the next morning, and they're like, what happened to you? And I was like, I don't know what's going on in Full Metal Alchemist anymore.
Was it, like, currently airing while you were watching it? Like, were you watching an episode by... Oh, man. So there's only a few anime that I've caught up to, right? Like, that haven't ended already. There's only a few that I've caught up to. So I get so frustrated waiting week by week, and I have such respect for veterans. I have such respect for you veterans. I don't know how you did it, especially Naruto. I can't even begin to think of how you made it through Naruto and kept watching it. Like, it's the best show ever, but I don't know how. But I know, and they would just like deter from the main story for an entire season sometimes. In multiple episodes, and they'd stop in the middle of like the worst cliffhanger ever. And I really think about that. I think anytime an anime flashes to commercial, I just have respect for people that watch it like live. And anytime it flashes to commercial, and anytime an episode ends, that like I know I can watch the one, but I think about the real warriors that were like, nah, I'm gonna wait next week. Like that was just
just growing up, that was literally every Saturday night. Was like like I didn't go out on Saturdays.
No wonder you were also all the anime kids were also emo kids. Were like you were all like like putting yourself in your like rooms by yourself, watching these TV shows that you like probably weren't watching out in the living room, right? You were sitting there in your room.
Oh no, I watched it downstairs in the living room, and I would sit in my dad's big recliner, and I'd watch it on the big TV, and I would just sit there like this.
Okay, yeah. See, being in an anime-centered household too, like I for real didn't have anyone show me anime and everything. Like my parents, they weren't like didn't tease me about like weren't mean, but like they were like even like Team Rocket, they'd be like, I'm Jesse, I'm James. Like they would always like so like it was very like I'll go watch it in my room. I don't want to hear your shit.
Oh my God. Yeah, my parents didn't care. Like I spent thousands of dollars on manga throughout middle school, high school. Like I remember like there were times when I would be bawling about like a new episode coming out and then I'd have to miss it because we'd have an event and they would just be like, is there any way we can record it? Because this is back before you could record things very easily.
Oh man.
Like, oh man. They were very supportive of it actually, which was nice. They're like,
that's awesome.
You could be doing worse.
It's not like my parents weren't. My parents, I have the most supportive parents, but they were like, it's kind of goofy, huh? I'm like, yeah, I'd be like, well, yeah, and I guess that's kind of like how that's kind of like why I kind of viewed it that, I was never teased for like liking any of it, but like just because my parents were like pointed out the like, kind of goofy though, huh? And I was like, I guess. I don't know. It didn't sit well with me. And then
I mean, I get it. There's a lot of anxiety as a teenager about what you're gonna do and what you're not gonna do. Like, I didn't do a lot of things because I was so fucking anxious about it. But then I just loved like the community with anime and the friends that I made through it made me confident enough to just be like, fuck it.
Dude, that's why I made this fucking podcast, okay? Because like everybody like okay, so you know when Game of Thrones was fucking airing and ending and shit, everybody would just like geek out about like dudes would just sit down and like people I would just see people like random like people in factory jobs like I work, random like people that don't think that no offense that aren't like deep thinkers and shit sitting there like just really having a ball just like spitting theories back and forth, and I'm like I do that with every show, with every of the one of these animes, because they all have that sense of wonder and creativity, and it's just like exploring that with people and like having this like it's supposed to like feel like you just like hang like dweebing out with your friend, like just geeking out about the shit like you would see those, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway, I that's why I do this, man. It's dope.
No, it's awesome. Here, give me one second. I'm gonna turn this light on.
Oh, okay, yeah. It just get dark there, like damn.
It got really dark.
It's storming out here.
There.
All right. So when you were going being an anxious teenager, what characters did you like either feel parallel with or seek confidence within?
Sailor Moon was my queen. She was a crybaby. She loved to eat. She was always like worried that she's gonna fuck everything up for her friends. Queen. And then
Flex
Ray from Neon Genesis.
Oh, okay, yeah, she's the one with the pink helmet and everything, right? That's Zach's favorite. I still haven't watched it, and I really want to now that there's the new Netflix one.
They fucked up the translations.
There's one. There's one. Yeah, I've heard that. It's a little for the OG fans, a little cringy. That seems a little blasphemous. I mean,
well, yeah, and I don't want to ruin it for you in any way, but like one of the major points for Neon Genesis was like this whole like gay love understory, and they like completely swept that all under the rug. They're like, what? That happened?
Oh shit.
Yeah.
And that was like I feel like that's one of the reasons it was a favorite, because it had an understory that was more powerful than the main like plot, right? That's what I've heard kind of
Yeah,
about it.
it was just
And, like
one of those like like that character for him that was like his like story thing and like coming out to him and be like, hey, this, and then they're just like, ha, that didn't happen. This is America.
no gay shit here, guys. So come on.
No gay shit.
It's crazy that Japan makes these animes that can explore same-sex relationships, and America is like, ooh, but not on
too far.
Netflix?
They are cousins.
Netflix? We ain't putting that on the front page of Netflix. No.
Guys, they are cousins. They are not lovers. They are cousins.
Well, now all the OG fans are just gonna be grossed out because they're like, well, it's still there, kind of, and now it's incestuous, so you made it gross. Way to go.
You fucked this up, not us.
That's just funny.
Also, I have the figure your shirt. I have that figure right behind me.
Hey, Deku. Hell yeah. Really excited. My Hero starts in 6 days. I think like 5 days from when this podcast probably drops. Bro, do you watch that one week by week?
Which one?
My Hero?
No, everyone wants me to. I need to.
Oh, what you
doing? I know. There's like a few that I haven't.
You watching Glitter Force
and
not My Hero?
They're like, but they're like they're now classics, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm really behind. I have 2 kids. I'm watching what I can.
Okay, that's a good topic. All right, what new ones are you liking yourself?
Ooh, I love the Are You Lost? Or We Are Lost. And then let's see, I'm watching the new Fruits Basket that they're doing, which is a lot closer to the manga. And then
that's like a lot of people's favorite slice of life, isn't it?
Which one? Fruits Basket?
Slice of life?
So Fruits Basket is one that I have loved for years. And I first started reading it, and it was one of my first anime shirts was of Yuki. I still have it. But basically, it's this girl who her mom dies, and she lives on a tent on this dude's big estate, his family's estate. And it turns out if he hugs someone of the opposite gender, gosh darn it, he turns into a rat.
A rat?
Because he's the year of the rat. And then
so does the Chinese zodiac things?
Yep, it's all based off the zodiac.
Oh, that's awesome. So, and how long has this show been going on?
So the manga was 24 or 25 books, and I waited for all of them.
Damn. But like, when did it like start? Like, how many years did that one go on?
The manga or the anime?
Yeah. The anime is only 4 seasons.
Like a long time ago. The anime just restarted the new season. Like just
right.
So they
that's
made
what I was
one.
Asking.
Yeah, they made this new one. Just like the past year, they restarted it. Because this is the second anime. They did the first one and completely fucked it up.
Oh,
the manga wasn't done.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, you can't. Yeah.
They really fucked it up.
Yeah. That's the worst. I can't. That's why, like, in Naruto and Bleach and I can't even. At least those have crazy anticipation that's built up and everything. How can you do a slice of life week by week? I really need to find one that I really like so I can sympathize with people that enjoy them, because I'm like, it seems like regular shit.
Do you have Crunchyroll?
Yeah.
Then look on there for some stuff, because that has stuff coming out like every week. Because that's what I do. And I'm still slowly dying inside. Like, I watched that time I got reincarnated as a slime last year. So now I'm waiting for season 2.
Yeah, I've still heard great things about that one.
Season 2 of No Game, No Life. One day.
Yeah. Hell, I mean, we're still waiting for the end of Bleach and Hunter x Hunter. Okay, those are two I'm.
Good luck.
Yeah. Yeah, don't. I just don't understand how people can leave you hanging like that. How these creators are just like, that's it though.
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, at least with a lot of the creators, they didn't like die. Because there's some like manga and anime and stuff that was like started a long time ago. And then they died, and then you can't finish it, and then it's really sad.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't know if you saw on social media and shit. The voice of Kankuro and Kisuke Urahara died, and bitch, Kisuke's voice was probably one of like three in Bleach that you had to keep, that you'd have to keep. He had this like slow draw to his voice. I can't do it, but he was so fucking cool and such an iconic like voice character that it's so terrible. And Kankuro, I mean, I guess you could probably because he's getting older and Boruto and everything, so you can change who it is, but it sucks, man. That's the worst.
Yeah.
Do you have any voice actors that have passed that you like suck because you waited for them to finish, or not off the top
Not
of the
that I
head?
can think of the top of my head. I'm not super into following voice actors. When I was younger,
Right.
I definitely liked like picking them out and who they were. Because then I was younger, I could go to like conventions more and like, oh my God, I get to
Right.
try and see them. And now I'm kind of like, you're going to try and do this convention really bad this year, kids, okay?
You got like a mom bag packed with like.
Dude, have you seen the wagon that I bought? It's like a $300 wagon. And it is
What?
like, yeah, I spent like $300 on a wagon.
That's some mom shit, bro.
It hurt. But it holds up to like 110 pounds. I like pushed both of them in it. Like, it's great.
And it holds all the shit, yeah? Okay,
That
it
thing
holds both
everywhere.
of them and all the shit. Okay. Is it like super heavy and hard to get out of the back of the whip, or
Not at all, actually. It's pretty
no?
light.
Oh, that's great. I just
If it wasn't so expensive, I literally would be telling all my friends and be like, get one. But I'm like, get one on sale.
wait for that Black Friday sale, boy. But you know what you should do? Now when you go to an anime convention, you can dress up the wagon as different things too. You can make it like the cat bus. That was my
Boy.
first thought, dude. My first thought. I'm just
Like yell at Russell. Like right now, just like, we have no
or
ideas.
have them Sam. I never watched Avatar. Sam, my fiance, has been making me rewatch watch all of Avatar or OG Avatar. And I mean, you could make it Appa and have them cosplay as Avatar characters. I mean, there's so many.
Goodness, yes. There's so many ideas now.
Right. Anything that carries people in anime, which that's kind of a coin thing you have to have in a good iconic anime, is there had like a cool vehicle to get around.
What did she name the flying elephant in SAO?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I don't know. I'll put it up in while we're talking about it in the podcast.
Yeah, but do that because I'm getting an Asuna cosplay.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
So then I can dress the kids up. Ooh.
Right? And then you get to pull around a giant elephant wagon, which is a lot more fun than a regular wagon. I mean,
it's a push wagon.
Oh, it's a push. Bro, I need to see this wagon. I'm gonna ask you for a picture of this wagon so I can put it in the
send you a
podcast.
picture.
I need to see this wagon. It sounds like a dope wagon. Like $300, like what I spent on like a fool ass like big birthday present or tattoo or something. And imagine that a wagon costs. Anyway,
I like look down at my arm and I'm like, ooh, that's a whole wagon.
Bro, you just start measuring shit by like, that's about half a wagon though. I don't.
Yes.
All right, so that's anime. Who's your favorite villain out of any anime? You're just your favorite. You're one that you've sympathized with the most because you're like, you're evil, but I get it.
Ooh.
I'm actually rooting for you more than them other dudes, bro. Like,
that's a good one. Ooh. I'm like thinking here because I'm usually a big fan of the heroes.
Right, right, and then it's kind of like the edgelord fucking gatekeeper anime thing to be like, I mean, Itachi, the real hero of Naruto, bro. Like, we know Jiraiya is the main mother. Stop it.
Stop it, bro. We get it.
There's so many pure-hearted people in Naruto. How dare you say the dude who couldn't talk shit out with his family
let's
is
throw
the
it
best.
to my shirt. FLCL.
Mm.
The main girl, she's basically like a villain, kind of. She like attacks the dude a little bit. It's kind of weird and fucked up. She's not really a good person. She just
what
kind
anime
of
is that?
FLCL, Fully Coolly.
Bro, I am such
Even
not
my husband has
level.
seen Fully Coolly, and I had to get him into more anime.
Out of all the anime I've heard of, I've heard so many because I've talked to so many superior weaves. But bro, I've never even heard that name. Say it again.
FLCL, Fully Coolly. It's fucked up. Like in one of the episodes, like shit comes out of dude's forehead. Mamimi is like super sexual. Like she smokes cigarettes. She's like, I think canonically she's like 15, 16, 17-ish. And our like hero is like 12. And she's like rubbing up on him and shit. And like smoking cigarettes. She's not the best, and I like her.
Okay.
And then there's like the main girl, and she's like got pink hair, guitar. There's like a bunch of overtly like sexual stuff, but she like, I can't even explain some of it because the episodes are so weird. There's like a giant iron that like steams across the city. There's aliens. Shit comes out of dude's head.
Okay, what's the premise though? Like, what is this show? Because I have zero reference.
Not really a premise. It's the hard part.
Okay.
Alien lady comes and fucks with the kid. That's like the best I got for you.
All right, I'll take that for what it is. I'm gonna look up a video on this one and see if it's for me.
And I think they were redoing it recently too, or making like a season 2.
Okay.
So swoop on in.
Not many episodes is always enticing because nobody likes a mountain to tackle.
It was one of those fun ones where you could like catch an episode on Adult Swim, and like one episode was kind of a whole
story within itself.
Yeah, and then you'd go on to the next one. There's kind of like an overarching story as well, but
okay, I get you. No, that's cool because there's that's like a whole category of ones that like got to air on TV first. I feel like there were or at least that's ones that a lot of people like were introduced to anime with, were like ones that you don't have to watch because we as like kids, like we weren't we weren't like, oh shit, I'm 8 years old, I remember it's Thursday again, I gotta watch a new episode of this. Like it was hard to remember that. I can't imagine.
You couldn't have a storyline for a while because it just kind of was confusing. Kind of have an overarching thing that they work toward the end.
Right. No, and the best were the shows that would like air the episode from the week before, right before it, and I'd be like, "Oh, thank you, Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, thank you."
They did that with Code Lyoko too. That was really nice.
What's that one? You say so many I've never heard of, and I've talked to so many.
Code Lyoko is more of like an Americanized one, but that one was in like middle school, and that would come on after school. So I'd like rush home, go sit down at the kitchen table, and then turn on the little tiny the kitchen TV that you had in there. A little tiny with the big huge anyway. And then I would watch Code Lyoko.
Okay. So that was middle school. What was your favorite like for the majority of high school? Like, which one were you known to be obsessed with in high school?
Full Metal Alchemist, probably. I mean, I've
Really?
always, like, overarchingly, Sailor Moon has always been the one that everyone's known me for. But the one that I was really
Right.
obsessed with in high school was Full Metal Alchemist. That's when I went through, like, my lust phase. I wore that outfit a lot.
Got you. So whenever, sorry, I just blanked real quick. I'm getting over this sickness shit, and I'm high. Probably not. Bro, my chest on fire from that fucking dab earlier.
Oh, ow.
Mm-mm.
I'm happy I haven't kind of blanked out yet because I usually just kind of forget what I'm doing.
Yeah.
The kids, I'm used to being like, okay, I have to do this and this and this, and then if I have a second for myself, I'm like, huh? What is existence?
So, real quick, since we were just talking about Sailor Moon, what about the Sailor Moon tattoo? Yo, if you want to show that real quick, that shit's dope.
Oh my god.
It's an arm.
I have pants on.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was on your arm.
No, it's on my
thigh. I'm sorry. I'll just put the picture of it up there.
Put the picture up, yeah. No, I have Luna on my arm.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I'm like trying to nice. A weird spot on my arm. I'm like, how do I put this to where the camera can see it and not turn my arm too much? I have Luna on my arm and Gigi on my other side. And Eevee on my leg.
Oh, I didn't know you had an Eevee tattoo.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's great. Which one's your favorite evolution?
I like Eevee. She is my just like Eevee? Baby. She can be anything she wants to be.
I always thought Eevee was just like a Pomeranian, like for sure. Like
she's a fennec fox, which I think is cute. They're like based off fennec foxes. I actually have it's a Build-A-Bear from the St. Louis Zoo of a fennec fox.
Hey, nice. So oh yeah, and I was just so today they've been releasing our Pokemon like official Pokemon like social media was announcing that they were letting people stream them playing the new Pokemon game. So it's a lot of people. It's gonna be the first time we see a lot of the new 100, the new generation. And I don't know, I saw a clickbaity thing on YouTube, and I hope it's real. First of all, there's like these Galarian versions of all these Pokemon now, and there's the Galarian Ponyta, and it's like a fair. Okay, that looked dope. Okay, yeah. And then the other one I don't know if it was real. I saw a Ghost Evolution. Yeah. Yeah. Which would be the most hype, I think. I was like, oh yeah, no, about time, because why can't there be a dead one that has some kind of cool backstory? It better have a cool backstory.
My favorite.
It has to have a cool backstory. And what if it only evolves if you like let it die or something? Oh my god, it would just be. You could do such cool things.
Eevee doesn't die; it evolves.
If it faints, like at level 50, at your first battle at level 50 or something, it like faints, and then that's when you get Ghost Evolution. That shit would be dope. Just saying. That's probably not what it works, but
I'm trying to think of like a really depressing story that goes with it, because there's like that one that was like, oh, it dies, and then there's like that candle in the woods, and that one was depressing.
Yes, in the Pokemon game. I know what you're talking about.
I'm like, what if like the Eevee's owner has to die for it to turn into the ghost Pokemon to try and join its owner again?
Right? Oh shit. Okay. All right.
I went dark there.
Pokemon get darker. Pokemon needs to get darker. This is literally like 15 minutes I talked with Brandon Squires about, because there's like a Pokemon manga right now that is and it's like brutal. There's like Arbok getting its head cut off type shit. Like it's like the Elite Four, like these intimidating bad guys. It's some cool looking shit. And Pokemon has every right to go there, and instead it wants to be for everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
They've
it's okay.
A little bit more with some stuff, but I don't think it'll ever be truly dark.
Well, was kind of ambitious was Decidueye, the third evolution of the grass type in the last generation. that like owl that was grass type and had the
Oh yeah.
arrow. He was part ghost. He was grass and ghost, and he had a weird story about how his second evolution died.
That's kind of
Yeah,
cool.
and he was a starter. And he was a starter, so it wasn't like he had to like look hard for it and everything. And in every single Pokemon game, there is a graveyard for some reason, and there's some kind of like you have to fight like in like a tower, in that tower or actual cemetery or, and you always have to. That's where you.
The newest, the Let's Go Eevee, I had to go into the weird fucking dead tower thing.
With like I haven't played that. Yeah,
that's a good point. Why don't we have more ghosty dead stuff?
Yeah, Pokemon's actually a little more morbid if, like, I don't know. I guess they just faint every time, right? They aren't always dying.
Yeah.
So, here's a question I like to ask everybody. Who would your walk around Pokemon be? Is it Eevee? I mean, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
It's Eevee. I have a giant
So, I don't think you let it walk it around. I think you don't let it walk around. I think you carry it. Like Jeffree Star and a Pomeranian. Like,
yes! I love Jeffree.
Exactly.
That would literally be me. Me with all the evolutions. Oh, I'll be Jeffree Star of the Pokemon world, but with all of my Eevees.
Why is it someone edited Jeffree Star and all of his Pomeranians, but made them all look like different evolutions?
I'm gonna look on YouTube after this to see if someone has done that, and if they haven't, I'm going on fucking Fiverr.
I would watch an anime like a fan. I would read a fanfic about Jeffree Star being an Lucian master trainer. I made I love. So I make a lot of anime edits, and I made a few of my like my favorite artists, but as Pokemon trainers with like a bunch of Pokemon around them and shit. And I don't think they're for anyone else but me. I'll probably put them up here. Like I made like Lil Peep as a fire Pokemon trainer, and because he was this one outfit he had, it was like all red and shit. He had this like one modeling shoot he did. He was like, I don't know. And then I made like this rapper Ramirez he's like this hardcore rapper. I made him with like all ghost Pokemon and shit. I don't know why, but I always like Pokemon still isn't like I haven't like watched. I don't plan to buy the new Pokemon game. It's not my favorite thing of all time, but like I always imagine Pokemon in real life. Always. Like ever.
Dude, Pokemon Go is like the best thing to happen to me. I was like, I get to catch Pokemon. I actually get to do the thing I've always wanted to fucking do since I was like 6. Yes.
I need to get back into it because it changed the mechanics. I need to get back. So I was one of the people that was pissed off. I ain't gonna lie. Because I wanted it to work exactly like Pokemon, but me catching a Pokemon. Like the mechanics of it are different, but they have completely changed since I played. Whenever I was playing, it was like the very first few months.
Minimal. Yeah, there's a lot more. There is battling now. You can battle other trainers and gyms and stuff like that.
I don't understand how it works because it's not even like conventional Pokemon battling like things, is it?
No, it's a lot of tapping, and then like for some of the stuff you have to like follow the pattern of like the symbols on the screen. It's very simplistic. Like honestly, my kids can play it. My daughter's 6. My son will be 4 soon. So it's very simplistic. But I mean, my kids can play it. Like I can play with them.
Right.
We can go out for a walk and hatch eggs and be like, here, catch this Pokemon. So give and take for me.
Got you. You know, I really like the whole idea of it and everything. It's just I'll have to give it a revisit now that battling is a thing. But what's your favorite anime related game that you've played? It could be a Pokemon game, or it could be, like a newer anime game that you've really enjoyed.
See, I don't really play anime games. I'm really bad. My husband makes me play games with him.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Either I play, like, he had me playing Apex Legends with him, and then I used to do, like, WoW with him, and then, what else? What's the fucking, just random stuff like that.
Okay.
Or I do, like, Terraria or Minecraft and stuff, because I like those cutesy games. Or Sims.
Hey, yo, Sims was like one of the first games I got into as a kid. I swear, my stepdad was dating my mom when I was like 6 years old and got her, and he was an IT guy and just a computer nerd and everything. And we had like a little shitty home computer,
My
and he
husband.
got, yeah, right. And he got her the OG Sims, and I was like 6 to 8 years old playing like I don't even know what I was doing. I can't imagine what I was doing, but I love Sims. I can't wait for the new one. Have you like seen teasers and stuff for the newest? Okay, all right, just
Yeah.
making sure. I
It
like
hurts.
I feel I'm such a nerd, bro. But like I was like, oh, you can change where the stairs, how the stairs lay out. Oh,
I think I shared the fucking thing for that. I was like,
oh,
finally!
bitch, yes. Thank you. You probably
So
did. I
happy.
probably remember. I was like,
I
oh,
I watched Sims YouTubers, and like that whole day,
watched
everyone was
it.
like, "We have new stairs!" Like 30 videos of just stairs.
Right? It's kind of a weird niche community because it's people that have played it their whole lives, but like I feel like most of us, besides people that are like popular for it on YouTube and shit, now like everyone just kind of did it and didn't tell anyone. You know, like it was kind of just like I kept my Sims little thing to myself.
Well, I mean, it wasn't until the last recent years that it was okay to say that you murdered everyone in the basement with your Sims house. Like,
Right, right. All of a sudden it became like,
okay,
hey, you guys, you did this with the Sims game too, right? Because I want to make sure I'm not a
definitely.
fucking yeah. Oh, putting them in a swimming pool and taking out the ladder. Fuck.
Dude, I was really bad with mine. I was like, how many kids can I pop out and get taken away and how quickly?
That sounds like a mini game. That would be fun. That's great. That sounds like its own standalone game. I love like the was it Sims 3, I think. They had okay. Sorry, my cat's scratching on a wall. I got wood walls everywhere and my cat loves it.
There.
Not
Mine are
really.
just destroying my
But
couch.
so uh no, I loved getting the genie lamp. There was a genie lamp that you could get and it would give like random results. There was Sims 3 had like the most expansions like ever.
Yeah, I didn't get a bunch of the expansions. I have a bunch of the Sims 4 expansions. Sims 3, I got a bunch of those too, but I didn't get all of them. I was
I
hardcore
like
into the
Sims
Mermaid
4
Island
Pets
living.
hardcore. Oh, the Mermaid Islander one. See, I got this like pack of them, and I had like this like it was like this like Halloween witchcraft like wizarding world one, and it had all these like magic elements that you could bring into the Sims and shit, and like you could rub this lamp, and this genie would just like set fire to your entire house or give you a bunch of money. It would be like random, or like there'd be a flood in your
I need
in your
that.
kitchen, right? It was, and it thinking back on it, it kind of looks like the Will Smith version of the genie in Aladdin now. Just I think he was like pink or something. But yeah, it really was like a ripped like dude with the little yeah.
Oh, that's perfect. Oh, I kind of
So
might bring back out my laptop for Sims 3.
right there was the Sims game were always why there was great about I had more fun putting in cheat codes and building houses and families more so than I did living them out, to be honest. Like I'd play it out, live it out for a little bit, but it never really lasted. I always felt real ambitious if I like was like, all right, I'll start a single dude out. We're gonna live in a small house. We're gonna do this right. I'm not gonna use any cheat codes. And did that. I never made it through one of those playthroughs, I don't think.
No, I literally have so much custom content for my Sims 4 game. Like, it's a problem. I download so much stuff. I'm like, I need this specific look for this house. I've done so many tiny
Oh,
houses that are like specific colors. And then I get the really horrible mods for it that are
oh,
like
you straight
drug
you all the way
dealing
to
and like
modded Sims.
murder.
Okay.
I have one that's like a prostitution mod, and it's really, really like really graphic.
Oh, Oh,
I didn't realize you could give the Sims actual dicks, but you can.
Oh, see, there was like a cheat in Sims 3 where you could like pause it and like drag away the blur on people. Okay, my bad, dweebs. I didn't realize until I was finishing up editing this video that it cut off at the very end, but I didn't want to throw away the whole podcast. I really liked the conversation that we had. So we just finished talking about The Sims and wrapped it up. Not really much you missed. Sorry about that. We'll make sure that doesn't happen in the future. But thanks for tuning in this week, and I'll catch you next week. We out.